Hello, students. We are going to be going over worksheet B-32, and I'm going to help you get started on this assignment. So let's take a look at number one. We are going to be adding and subtracting decimals. For number one, we're going to be adding 16.75 plus 9.08. So we just, our decimals are already lined up right here, which is kind of nice. 5 plus 8 is 13, so I'm going to write the 3 down there and the 1 up there. 1 plus 7 is 8. We bring down that decimal, so there it goes right there. And then 6 plus 9, 6 plus 9 is 15. I'm going to write down the 5, carry over the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So my answer is 25.83. Now, if you want to fill out the riddle, you are going to look up here and look for 25.83. Oh, there it is. Right over here, I'm going to cross that off, 25.83, and that lets you know that you did got the right answer because you found it somewhere up there. And if you don't find it, you may have answered that question incorrectly. And 25.83 is W, so I'm going to write it over there, W. I'm going to try 3 more problems, number 9, number 14, and number 18. Now, these are kind of difficult to write down because there's just not enough room on our paper. So what I'm going to do is pull out my notebook and do the work right there. So this is worksheet B-32. So let's write that there on worksheet B-32. And this is going to be question number 9. So number 9, notice I just put it on the left side. I didn't put it in a random spot. You want to keep them more in order if we are doing our work in our notebook. So, or a piece of paper. We have 13 plus 6.4 plus 2.78. Actually, I probably should have written them left to right. I probably should have written them stacked on top of each other. So 13 plus 6.4. 6.4 is going to be right here, 6.4. And remember, with the 13, the decimal should be right there. And then 2.78, remember, line up your decimals. So put that decimal there, 2.78. Now, some people like putting 0 placeholders. I like to do it with sometimes. And what I'm doing is I am adding all these 3 numbers. So let's add. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 4 plus 7 is, well, that is 10 plus 1, that's 11. So carry over the 1 and bring down that decimal. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 6 is 10, plus 2 is 12, so that's 2, and carry over the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. I have 22.18. Now, is that an answer on the worksheet? 22.13. I think I saw it somewhere. 22.18. Sorry, 22.18 is the answer. Yes, 22.18 is an answer. That is I, and that's for number 9. So 9 is going to be an I. All right, let's do number 14. 20.3057 minus 6.44. So I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time. I'm going to do 14 right here. And let's take a look. We have 20.3057 minus 6.44. So line up the decimals, 6.44. And I'm going to put 0 placeholders right there. And this is a subtraction problem, so we're not adding. 7 minus 0 is 7. 5 minus 0 is 5. 0 minus 4, well, that's not 4 because you can't subtract 4 from 0. So I'm going to borrow from the 3 right there, which leaves me with 2. I'm going to add 10. Add the 1, which makes that 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 2 minus 4, well, I have to borrow again. And I can't borrow from the 0, so I'm going to borrow from the 2, which leaves me with 1. Put a 1 right there, which makes it 10. Borrow from that, which makes it a 9. And then add 10 right there, which makes that 12. 12 minus 4, that is 8. Bring down that decimal. And then 9 minus 6 is 3. And 1 minus nothing is 1. So 13.8657. Let's check to see that is one of the answers right over here. 13.8657. There it is. It is P. So number 14 is going to be P. Where are you, 14? There it is. P. Last one. Okay, this is a strange one. So normally on my paper, I should be doing everything in order, but obviously I'm jumping around for your homework video. So number 18, Anne's body contains 38.6 kilograms of oxygen, 6.1 kilograms of hydrogen, and the rest other elements. The weight of the other elements is 20.4 kilograms less than the weight of oxygen. How much does Anne weigh? So Anne weighs her body is made up of multiple chemicals, including oxygen, including hydrogen, and some other elements. Now, I don't really know how much those other elements weigh, but they do give us a clue, which is those other elements are 20.4 less than oxygen. So what we're going to want to do first is find out what that, you're going to want to add these numbers up, 38.6 plus the weight of hydrogen plus the weight of the other elements, but we don't know what the other elements is, so we can figure that out. They say the other elements weigh 20.4 less than the weight of oxygen. So what we're going to do first is if the other elements, well, let's just kind of write it down. Oxygen plus hydrogen plus other elements, I guess OT, and that should equal her total weight. Now, we know what this is. Oxygen is 38.6. We know hydrogen is 6.1. And the other is question mark. We don't know. And we need to figure this out in order to find her total weight. So we know that the other elements is basically just 20.4 less than the 38.6 grams of oxygen, so or kilograms of oxygen. So let's do that. Let's find out the other elements first. And the other is going to be the oxygen minus 20.4. So 30, let's write that down. The other is going to be 38.6, which is the oxygen, minus 20.4, because it's 20.4 kilograms less than the oxygen weight. So 6 minus 4 is 2. 8 minus 0 is, let's bring down the decimal. 8 minus 0 is 8, and 3 minus 2 is 1. So the other elements are going to be 18.2 kilograms. So now it's not a question anymore. It is 18.2. So once we have that, 38.6 plus 6.1 plus 18.2, we add those up. So add them up. Let's do the 38.6 over here plus 6.1. Well, we have to line up the decimals. Plus 18.2, 18.2. Decimals lined up. Add them all up. 6 plus 1 plus 2. That is 9. Bring down the decimal. 8 plus 6 plus 8. Well, 8 plus 6 is 14. Plus another 8 is going to be 22, I believe. And 2 plus 3 plus 1. 2 plus 3 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. So I have 62.9, I believe, kilograms. And I believe that's the answer. If you look here, oh, there it is, 62.9. So number 18 is 62.9, and it is the letter U. Anyhow, go ahead and try this on your own. Try to fill the rest of it on your own. Good luck.